reject your sense of injury, and the injury itself disappears. Meaning, if we can finally, eventually, fundamentally come to terms with our most essential and difficult suffering, scars, chaos, tragedies, miseries, traumas that we have had, that we have overcome, and that we're still experiencing, if we can come to terms with those, process them with reason, intelligence, emotional understanding, then we may be able to liberate and finally free ourselves from their dominating influence, poisonous powers, and that affects our character, thwarts our growth, interrupts our progress, learning, and causes constant interferences in the present life of ours, in our growth, development, relationships, education, professions, and all else that we could have become, done, achieved, has been halted primarily and fundamentally by what we have had or what happened to us, transpired in our lives in the past. Because again, the past is also the extension of the present, and the present is the extension to the future. So the past is never going to disappear or vanish into nothingness. For as long as we're there, the past is also going to be there alongside his story, because it's a timeline of an individual man that lives within it and inside of itself, that makes it relevant, significant, great, virtuous, from one man to another, depending upon his quality of life, depending upon his thoughts, actions, deeds, feats, and also his character, significance, sovereignty, and other qualities which he develops and lives by, that makes him great alongside his life, regardless his tragedies, miseries, and everything else that's bad that he faced, encountered, happened to him, or that he overcame. So obviously, the past neither disappears nor vanishes, because it's the present. It's always the present that is also now the past, and that is going to become the future also at some point in time. So if we can come to terms with the fact that we are not really hurt at all, that people's disrespect, disrepute, insult, ignorance, arrogance are always going to be there, and that we cannot and do not change, control anyone at all, then we can focus on ourselves, on our development, progress, prioritization, emphasization of our talent, skill, knowledge, wisdom, character, quality, and hone our skills and actions in the moment by also embracing our scars and our beloved. And then the injury also is going to steadily and slowly disappear. But first, we have to learn to live with injury, that it is always going to be there in the form of insult, disrepute, disrespect, ignorance. Obviously, because we cannot control anybody at all, but ourselves only, our own ideas, decisions.